Thanks for participating. I'm Margherita Prestini, and I'm the co-founder and general manager of Apodisi, which is an SME with offices in Nigeria, Namibia, and Italy. And we are partner of Sustain IT project, which is a project under the program of Erasmus Plus, capacity building for vocational training, focus on Sub-Saharan Africa, and it's co-funded by the European Commission. The project started in last year, so 2025, and it's a 3-year program, so 25, 26, and 27. It sees the participation of partners from several countries in Europe and Africa. From Africa, we have 3 countries represented, Namibia, Rwanda, and Zimbabwe. I think we have all the partners also here in the team, in the call. And from Europe, we have partners from Italy and from Spain, where I will leave the floor in a second to our project coordinator, which is a TVET school based in Bilbao, Polytechnic Auxiliary. I don't know, pronunciation is terrible, so forgive me. And to Ms. Sheila. Just a couple of words about Sustain IT, and then we will delve into the program of today's webinar. The project is focused on developing capacity building for vocational training school in Sub-Saharan Africa, with a focus on environmental education. In the first part of the project, so last year, we analyzed which were the needs in terms of awareness and needs in terms of environmental education across the 3 countries in Sub-Saharan Africa. But we also had the first train-the-trainer session in person in Bilbao, where the partners for 1 full week were attending dedicated training provided by the European partners, not only on environmental education, but also on challenge-based learning, and collaborative learning and collaborative enterprises in different modalities. Based on that, each partner developed the training in their own country with their own training team. In our case, we worked hand in hand with ClockNet TVET school in Namibia, but also the partners in Zimbabwe and in Rwanda developed their own trainer. But the scope this year, we will work on the technical side more. So we'll see the Internet of Things and how Internet of Things can be used challenge-based in environmental monitoring. But today's session is focusing on making sure that all the training materials that are developed are actually available, widely available, to other training schools, trainers and professors, and other learners and students of TVET institution across Africa. So not only in the 3 countries where we operate, but beyond. And how we do that to what we call e-Toolbox, with a specific e-learning platform. And my colleague Ina Willibord will give you more details on that as well. So I would start leaving the floor to Sheila Lagabaster, who is our project manager. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Margherita. Good afternoon, everyone. So my name is Sheila. I work for Polytechnic Auxiliary. We are a vocational education and training center located in the Basque region of Spain, which is in the north, for those who don't know our region. And we are coordinating the Sustain IT initiative. So now I will just share my screen to give you a brief overview of our project. Okay. Okay, so what is Sustain IT? So Sustain IT is an Erasmus Plus capacity building project in vocational education and training, co-funded by the European Commission with a 3 years duration. The project responds to a very concrete challenge. How can TVET institutions actively contribute to climate action while modernizing their teaching practices? So our answer in this case is to combine environmental sustainability with digital technologies such as IoT, Arduino, and sensors, and to bring these tools directly into the classroom, enabling educators and learners to monitor the environment, identify local challenges, and develop impactful solutions. So why Sustain IT? So instead of teaching sustainability only in a theoretical way, Sustain IT promotes learning by doing. Students and teachers work with real environmental data collected in their own communities, and they use that data to understand challenges, analyze problems, and design solutions. This approach connects local environmental issues with global sustainability goals, while at the same time strengthening digital and technical skills, both of educators and learners. So Margherita already introduced you to the consortium, but it's implemented in 3 sub-Saharan African countries, Namibia, Rwanda, and Zimbabwe. These countries face significant environmental challenges, but also have a strong and motivated TVET institutions that play a key role in skills development, youth employment, and community impact overall. Sustain IT supports these institutions in becoming agents of change for sustainability. So Sustain IT is implemented by a consortium of 7 partners from 5 countries. I already mentioned the African partners, and from the European side, we are working from Spain and Italy. So European partners contribute experience in digital education and pedagogical methodologies, while the African partners bring deep contextual knowledge of how the TVET system works and their obviously local needs. This balanced partnership is essential to ensure that all solutions developed are relevant, realistic, and sustainable. The main objective of Sustain IT is to modernize TVET education by integrating sustainability, digital skills, and innovative pedagogies. So more specifically, we aim to strengthen teachers' capacity, like I was saying, to teach sustainability, but using digital tools, to increase student engagement through practical and hands-on learning, to reduce dropout rates by making learning more relevant, and finally to encourage greater participation of women in technical and digital fields. So to achieve these objectives, we are focusing on 3 different results. So a key pillar of the project is teacher training. We are developing a training program to support TVET teachers in 2 different areas. One is innovative teaching pedagogies, including challenge-based learning, inclusive teaching, and social entrepreneurship. And another one on the use of digital tools for sustainability education. Then through Sustain IT, we are also developing 3 concrete use cases focused on environmental monitoring for solar energy, air quality, and water quality. And students work with sensors and IoT devices to collect real data, analyze it, and then interpret these results. This way, they will take part in some national hackathons where they try to provide specific solutions to local challenges they have identified by implementing these use cases and taking this real data of their communities. Then all materials, including the learning modules and the 3 use cases, will be available on the Smart Step platform that you will learn about it later. And they will be open, free, and downloadable, of course. So to sum up a little bit, what do we want to achieve with Sustain IT? So we are targeting TVET teachers, students, and institutions. And the expected impact for us, it's clear. It's more modern and relevant curricula, stronger integration of sustainability and digital skills, better equipped teachers, and more motivated learners connected to real world challenges. So Ultimately, Sustainability helps TVET centers position those as drivers of sustainable development and change. So thank you very much for your attention, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the webinar.
Thank you, Sheila. We would leave the floor to Silvia Ganassi, representing Mundus from Spain again, introducing us to the Sustain e-Toolbox for teachers. Silvia, the floor is yours.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for the introduction. And yes, as Margherita was saying, I'm working in Mundus in the Department of Project Management, specifically in the one related to projects in Africa. In a nutshell, Mundus is an organization that works both in Africa and in Europe by developing a lot of... Someone has the microphone on. Can you please mute yourself? In capacity building project in different type of fields. We manage projects related to international mobility, youth, VET, education. We started in 2019 in Africa, and and so far it's going very well. We developed more than 60 projects. So let me just share my screen because I would like to present a bit, give you an overview related to the e-Toolbox developed. Can you see it? Can you see the presentation? Okay.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Okay, cool. Related to the e-Toolbox of the Sustain It project. So basically, okay, the Sustain It e-Toolbox is designed as a pedagogical e-learning course for TVET educators, whose goals is to support teachers in delivering environmental education in a more engaging, practical, and impactful way. And okay, and the e-Toolbox is structured into 3 main sections dedicated to challenge-based learning and environmental education, and like how to use challenge-based learning methods in environmental education, social entrepreneurship, and inclusive teachings. And the slides I will present come from the training materials that were developed for the training held in Bilbao in September, hosted by Ciorierri, where TVET educators explored innovative methods to teach environmental and sustainability topics. So the first main section, as I was saying, is related to environmental awareness through education. So environmental awareness means basically helping students understand how human action impact nature and why sustainable practices are necessary. And in this case, education plays a critical role in raising awareness about climate change, encouraging responsible and sustainable behaviors, and turning knowledge into real environmental action. When it comes to TVET education, so environmental education in TVET, this is especially important because students are preparing for real job, let's say, when they attend the TVET course, and environmental skills are particularly needed in green and sustainable careers. When it comes to challenge-based learning related to environmental education, this is one of the core part of the e-Toolbox. And while we were attending the training in Bilbao, one of the teachers of Ciorierri did a very good presentation related to this type of methods that they actually implement in Ciorierri. So basically, it's a type of methodologies, and instead of learning only through theory, students work on real environmental challenges. For example, they, instead of just, I don't know, studying a book, they might investigate waste management in their community, energy consumption in their schools, local water quality issues. And students collaborate in teams, research solutions, test ideas, and propose. And they should propose practical solutions, practical actions. So this approach, of course, helps them develop critical thinking, creativity, and teamwork. And it keeps learning hands-on and meaningful. Okay, when it comes to related to challenge-based learning, the digital tools, which is the core topic of Sustain IT, I mean, as we were taught in Bilbao during the training, of course, they're not, I mean, essential, meaning that, for example, it's possible to use other type of, like, it's possible to implement a practical activity by using the challenge-based learning, even without the digital tools. But of course, digital tools make challenge-based learning, first of all, more interactive, practical, data-driven, more inclusive. And there are different types of tools that can be used, both from the sides of the students and from the sides of the educators, the teachers, for a lot of purpose, like, I don't know, collect real environmental data, monitor air quality or biodiversity, support the solution with evidence. And the teachers, they can use like different type of platform or app, like, I don't know, Padlet, Kahoot, Mentimeter, a lot, to like basically to implement the training related to implement the challenge-based training. Okay, the second main, like the second main pillar of the e-Toolbox is inclusive teaching. This was the part of the training in Bilbao that Mundus covered, so me. And inclusive teaching means recognizing the students have different type of abilities, backgrounds, languages, genders, and learning needs. So instead of expecting students to adapt to a rigid system, teachers adapt teaching methods to better support different type of learners. And the goal is not to fix the students, but to remove the barriers that do not allow everyone to be part of the learning environment. Okay. So to support inclusive classroom and to basically implement an inclusive teaching, we can use a lot of different type of methodologies, but the main one that was explored during the training was the UDL, which stands for Universal Design for Learning. And this is a methodology that encourages teachers to engage learners in different ways, present information using different type of formats, and it allows students to show what they need and show what they know and what they learned by using different type of methods. So it's like kind of a flexible way of both teaching and showing what the students learn. And this creates like a more flexible type of lessons, supporting different learning styles, and it helps make education more equitable and accessible. Okay. Okay. So inclusive teaching means a lot of things, and also like help students. It means also helping students moving from feeling excluded to feeling that they belong to that type of learning environment. And it's up to the teacher to do everything they can to make this possible. And they can do this by using clear and accessible language, encouraging collaboration and participation, and they also have to create a safe, respectful, and supportive classroom climate. This is especially important, of course, for all the type of students, but especially for students who may face different type of discrimination, like disability, gender inequality, social exclusion, or difficult personal experience. So, and we explored these different type of situation during the training. Of course, we had more time. So the goal basically is to build a classroom where every type of students feel valued, confident, and empowered. Then, when it comes to the third and the last pillar of the e-Toolbox that was covered by APRO during the training in Bilbao, is the one related to social entrepreneurship, because social entrepreneurship means using business and innovation to solve social and environmental problems. So unlike traditional entrepreneurship, the focus is not only on profit, but on creating a positive impact, for example, in environmental sustainability, education, or community development. And this helps students to see themselves as active problem solvers and change maker. Okay, so why social entrepreneurship matters in education? Because, like, at first sight, this might seems like a topic that is like not related to education and to a learning environment. But when students work on, I mean, this is actually very important for them, because when students work on real and social environmental challenges by, for example, using the model of the social entrepreneurship, they develop leadership and creativity, community awareness and responsibility. They can develop green and sustainable business ideas. So this also supports and this is very important also to support their professional future and professional working path, because they can prepare it thanks to this type of approach and to the social entrepreneurship. They can it can prepare students for future careers with purpose and impact. And it basically helps students become active problem solvers and change makers by working on real and actual environmental challenges. Then, okay. To make real change, the students also learn how to turn ideas into scalable solutions. This was also part of the training. So they were encouraged to set clear impact goals, build partnership with communities and organizations, and adapt their solution based on real needs and feedback. And using technology to expand their reach. So these help them transform classroom project into real world environmental into something that has a real environmental and social impact. Okay, that's all. Thank you very much. So to conclude, the Sustain IT e-Toolbox is like a practical learning resource for TVET educators that provide ready-to-use teaching materials, and it helps educators deliver environmental and sustainability education, apply challenge-based learning, and build inclusive classroom, and develop green, digital, and entrepreneurial skills. Thank you very much for your attention. Let me stop sharing my screen. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Silvia. I will leave now the floor to my colleague Ina Williboard Podisi from Windoc. She will introduce us to the Smart Step Knowledge Exchange platform and show you how to log in, what you will find there, and how you can use it. Thank you, Ina. I leave you to screen share.
Thank you very much. My name is Ina. My surname is Willibot. From Apo DC, I'm a senior communication and dissemination specialist. And Margarita is right. I am sitting here in Namibia in Windhoek. Let me quickly share my slide with you. Just make a confirmation if you can see it.
We can see the last slide.
You can see that, but now you can see
the first one, yes.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, as Margarita has alluded, my part is to show you the
Yes,
platform. Huh?
You can see.
You can see?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. My section is fairly simple. It's really just to take you through the Smart Step Knowledge and Exchange platform demonstration. Firstly, I would briefly show you how to navigate the Smart Step knowledge platform. And secondly, I will explore with you how to access and make use of the Sustain IT training models. And finally, I will highlight practical ways the platform can be integrated into teaching and as well as learning. So by the end of my session, you will have a clear understanding of how the platform supports skills development and modern digital TVET education. So here we go. The Smart Step e-learning platform was designed to address key challenges in Africa, particularly youth unemployment and limited access to quality open knowledge resources. Currently, the platform supports over 2,200 learners across Africa and provide dedicated interfaces for both the learners as well as the trainers. It also offers direct access to online video classes. You'll see that I'll show you flexible quizzes and open assessment tools to track learning progress and blockchain-based certificate, which basically ensures transparency, credibility, and recognitions of skills acquired. So it's very important for one to really just unpack what it is and really to just unpack it as per the slide. SmartStep is an interactive online platform designed to enable meaningful knowledge exchange. Please bear that in mind. It supports community building and networking, which basically allows the users to not only connect, but to learn as well as to grow together. So the platform also encourages collaborations and peer-to-peer engagement, making learning more interactive and practical. In addition, SmartStep facilitates the sharing and dissemination of learning material and serve as a hub that hosts and promote resources from related projects. So in overall, really the platform create, like I said, collaborative digital space that strengthened not only learning, but partnership and skills development. So who it is for, very important also to just pay attention to this slide. Firstly, I would start by mentioning the learners. SmartStep is designed for learners who are registered on the platform. So it's important for me, or for you rather, or imperative for you to be a registered person on the platform, and they must be obviously be actively seeking skills and knowledge, for, today and future job markets. Learners are trained in key area, such as is indicated there on my slide. They are trained on circular waste economy, cobalt entrepreneurship, green technology, logistic, and waste management. So they would also gain access to continuously updated career path and courses, can network with other platform members and apply for both job opportunities, and I will show you that part, and upskilling program supporting both learning as well as employability. Another one is the trainers. Very important as well to take note of that one, trainers. The platform is also, it's serving also trainers who are registered professional with strong expertise and hands-on experience. These trainers are skilled in area such as listed there on the slide. In those areas of waste management, I believe in the previous slide, I've already highlighted them. So they actually bring knowledge of innovative and emerging technologies and use the platform to share expertise, collaborate and mentor both the young and adult learners. And this in its way, it's strengthening skills development across the ecosystem. And then, of course, the fun part about this platform, it also accommodates the employers. Now, with the employers, they also support employers. The platform support employers and organizations registered on the platform. Emphasis, you need to be registered. Employers can publish job vacancies free of charge and gain direct access to a pool of skills and upskills talent. The platform makes it easy for organizations to connect with candidates trained in digital and skills needs while supporting sustainable workforce development. Now, here I would like you to scan the QR code on your phone and just follow me as we navigate on the platform. I hope you have actually done that so I can then safely proceed. Now, if you scan on the QR code that I've just demonstrated on the previous slide, you are supposed to land here. Now, if you land here, yes?
I haven't been able to scan. Can you go back to the previous slide so that we can move together?
Okay. Just let me know if you have scanned.
Yep, you did.
You did? I can proceed. Okay. All right. Like I was saying, if you scan, if you don't arrive here, then there's something absolutely wrong because you're supposed to arrive here. Please look at this. This is what you're supposed to see when you scan the code. Now, I will unpack this part here, the sign in, as well as the sign up, just in a moment. So what is important to say here is that the platform, like I said, is very interactive, and you will see that it's an interactive digital platform, like I said, and I'm just really repeating that it was prepared by the Sustain IT project. It hosts training modules, learning resources, and space for community exchange, and it really supports, like I said, collaborations and knowledge sharing. So the platform is accessible, like I said again, if you have missed me, for learners, trainers, employers, creating a connected ecosystem that links skills development with real labor market needs. So now here you would see that as soon as you see the button, I'm just quickly going to go quickly to this one. I've indicated to you already that you will see this one, the sign in, as well as the sign up. The sign in is for someone that is already signed up. If you are visiting the page for the first time, then you are going to be required to sign up. So you will land here at the sign up page where you need to populate this area, as you can see there, with your email, your password, your full name, your nickname, gender, age. Then you will see here the I am a citizen of that you have to indicate. And then of course here, please select your profile. And here you would see that it will give you only two options, which is only for the learner or the employer. Okay, then it's important to tick this box because here you are indicating that you have read the terms of services and then of course the privacy policy. And then of course it's going to create this part. As you can see here, this is me, my email address, my password, and then I log in. Now, the moment you actually log in, you will come to what we refer to as my profile. Now here, just follow my cursor. In this section, you will have full access to your activity as a learner, where you can personalize your experience by uploading your profile with your social media link and cover image. And you can also edit your profile detail, staying informed with notifications. And you'll see here, I mean by notification is here. And then here you would also get your messages. and this also would also allow you to participate in forums, and I'm going to show you also to join groups, and I'm going to show you, and also just to basically log out. So here you would see that I've already loaded my profile photo there, and then I've got 7 courses here. I've completed 2. I've received a certificate here, so it shows you here, but please do not stress. I'm going to take you through. So here we basically move to what we refer to as the activity FET. Now you will see the activity FET is here. Now this is what we refer to as the landing page. On this page, you can easily navigate your way around, okay? The activity FET will display all the platform events since you basically last log in. And you would also see here that I have only completed 57. There's still quite a couple of things that I need to complete here. It's also indicating my forums here, and then the latest update, my members here, and then of course the group. But each of that I will just unpack it. Please just follow my cursor here on the left hand side. So here are the members. The member sections really is just to meet and connect with fellow students. It's very important to do that, really just to engage. Here it's me, it shows Ina, the date that I have joined in, and also it does the same. So you can also connect with others and get inspiration with the members on the platform. And then we have what we refer to as the group. Now, on the group here, these are the groups. You are automatically assigned to a course group once you enroll it. You are welcome also to request access to other additional groups. There are many. And here, really, you will just find like-minded individuals, including members enrolled in the same course as you are. And if we move to the career path, I am just showing you here. If you click on it, career path here, it will give you this menu here. So it's going to show you there is secure waste economy, cobots, entrepreneurship, green technology, logistics, as well as waste management. So there, basically, here you can easily just identify the courses in which you are enrolled in and the courses progression. And I'm going to show you now. If you check on the next one, so if you are here, I intentionally clicked on green technology because it's what I did, which is this one. So if you click on green technology, it's going to bring you here. And when it brings you here, it shows you that it's green technology, but it's become very imperative for you to click here. So when you click there, it's going to bring you here, which gives you the learning module. I apologize, it shows, the slide shows a little bit small, but here you would see that it gives you this menu here. I have completed this course and it's for free. That's what we are emphasizing. The course basically includes 3 modules. It has got 9 lessons and the course has got a certificate. There are certain courses where you're going to do a quiz, and then, of course, then you get your certificate. They are very beautiful certificates. I'm loving mine as far as it's concerned. Here, what you must remember, it's a progress bar. Now, same course, but it's sequential. You can't say, let me start at the bottom and then I go up to finish my course. You have to start at the beginning. And what I love about the platform is that it gives you an overview of the course that you've registered on, and then you go and it underlines to show you that you are done. And if you are not done, because everything you are doing it at your own pace, you can always come back and you complete. So it's going to indicate once you are done, it's going to scratch out everything, and then it will also just flag you that you must go obtain your certificate. Very important to take note of that. I've also mentioned that there are other forums as well as you navigate on the left-hand side, but really what you have to bear in mind here is that a forum is just really a hangout place where you would be meeting up with similar, people with similar interests, or they have questions, you come together, you chat, you share ideas, ask questions, so it's really just for you. It's a learning, you are learning from each other. So please just make use of that one. And then when it comes to the jobs, also very, very important. We refer to it, and I believe you can see it as a career center here. Now here is, remember at the beginning when we started, I said you can either tick as a learner or you tick as an employer. Now the employer, once they fill in their stuff, you would see that it will populate here. at the career center. Just here, as you click job, you go to vacancy, it gives you this. And then you would see that there are jobs here showing the logos of the employers, showing which countries, and then of course in terms of, because either you can do freelance, you can do full-time, you can do part-time, you can do internship, or you can do temporary work. So really it's just a career center assisting you on your career journey, and also with the latest information. So keep looking at that space. And then of course we have an area here, just here, follow my cursor, of resources. It has got a podcast, it has got a work-based learning, and then of course it has got a mentorship. Now really this part called resources